We're a little later than usual this evening for this four-player challenge on the Train Sim World to Long Island Railroad. I'm being joined by Jamie.
Hello.
Thank you, Jamie. I'll be joined by Adam.
Yay.
And crossing the streams, literally, is Ben.
Good evening.
Do
I
you
work on the
prefer
fishing
Ben or
team.
Benjamin?
Benjamin is too long for,
It is.
for verbal.
Well, it's fortunate because the title that I've given you is Ben. Ben is community manager on Dovetail Games finishing games, which was a rather cumbersome way of saying it. And so he's here because we are driving in the rain today, and therefore we needed someone who was used to high levels of moisture. Look, it's the only joke I could come up with, and that's about the best I've got. Ben's got a full-on tactical beard, so he should be righteous at this. The original intention was that this would be the stream of the losers, so all the people who had previously been disqualified. But 2 out of the 4 people who'd previously been disqualified are unavailable. So JD's on holiday. Yeah. And Matt is working.
Yeah, so
Flipping working. So yeah, there you go. Matt said he'd have loved to join in, but he's got too much work to do on some rush hour type business. So he's doing that instead. Adam though he doesn't really do very much, so he's fine. And community managers, we never sleep. So there you go. All right. So if you want to join in, we'll give you a minute or two to get set up. We're running Long Island Railroad. We're driving the M7. All safety systems enabled. Did anybody forget to enable safety systems?
I don't think so.
No. If you got a lot of bleeps and whistles, you got
I
that right.
definitely did them.
We're doing the 2004 service that leaves 7:15 a.m. out of New York Penn, and maximum rain, maximum precipitation, and maximum cloud.
maxed out.
Just for all of that kind of stuff. And Dirk
Great
likes the
first
speedball
time
t-shirt
for me here.
So that's someone who's got some taste. Yeah, there you go. So we'll give you about a minute, and there you go. The reason that we're starting a little later this evening is that Ben was streaming fishing. So we needed to wait for our illustrious comrade. Ben is representing himself. This is nobody else's recording that Ben is driving. No, he drove it himself.
I did.
And it's place your bets. Have we got a ringer in the house, or just some chump who's going to finish last?
Well,
If I don't come last,
at least I knew not to use a dev build this time.
yeah.
It's going to be heavy rain. That's right, Mr. Rail. Yeah, very, very heavy rain. Wind strength entirely your decision. I didn't bother personally.
I didn't touch it.
Neither did I.
It wasn't in the instructions. I have to give people very explicit instructions.
Yes.
Otherwise, people go, "What? No, that didn't happen." Anyway,
Although your instructions did have errors in, so it's good that we did actually all drive the same service in the end. Just saying.
Yeah, that we did all. Well, you got yours in first, so whether you'd driven the wrong one or not, we all drove the same one. Now the scoring. I usually have a scorecard, but I've forgotten to. It might be in here somewhere, but I'm prepared to bet it isn't. No, I had it, but I don't have it now. So let's imagine words appearing on the screen in a dramatic fashion that say the only way to win is to get the top score. Top score wins, not top
That
score.
makes sense.
No win. If at any point you get a game over type situation, you run a red light or anything else along the, you inadvertently give up control of the train, that kind of stuff, you're disqualified, you're out, you're done, it's over. What else? There are Pyrrhic victories to be had, whereby you get a bragging rights win, but it's meaningless. And those are arrive at the destination first and cover the greatest amount of distance on foot.
I was conscious of the whole running around on foot, but because it was raining, I didn't really want to leave the train.
Oh, that name goes here, as rightly pointed out, with you have to have all safety systems on and no dev builds. Adam?
No.
Adam?
Adam? Adam has
We'd
previously
already
been
released
disqualified
this
for using a
version,
dev
so I
build.
didn't need to look at the PIS this time. So,
Do I get any additional points for not being made aware of the travelling on foot rules?
No.
no.
Yeah, no. Ignorance is no excuse. Right. Well, let's get this show on the road. The only reason I'm preambling in this a little bit longer is because the intro to kick off is a little shorter than usual. The synchronization time for those regular viewers out there. Here we go. The synchronization time is 8 a.m. So because computers run at slightly different speeds and because certain people keep pausing the game, it's me, incidentally. It's me. The synchronization time is 8 a.m. So all the clocks will be perfectly synchronized at 8. Yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Lovely.
Yeah. Yeah. So here we go, and we're off. And Ben's underway. There we go. Shortly followed by myself. Okay.
I think I got off to a relatively good start.
Let's get keys are in. Oh, look at that. Perfect key synchronization.
Oh, what am I doing? I'm just sat there. Hey, come on, Adam.
I'm off.
I'm just reading it. I'm like, what am I doing? Okay, here we go. Right. Oh, I've gone straight away for the menu, man. Total immersion blocker straight away.
Yeah, everyone's cranking on the headlights. This is all efficient setup. Jamie and Adam are still loading. Both Ben and myself are waiting to set off. Oh yeah, I've forgotten to do one thing, but I remember to do it in a moment. Yeah, it's okay. So it's all good. It's all fine.
Anyone moving yet? No.
No, not yet. No.
A bit early,
so,
aren't we?
In terms of time differential, Ben, you and I are pretty much synchronized. Jamie is, about 11 seconds behind us, and then Adam is a further 6 seconds back from that. So that's only...
actually, it's going to look like I'm behind, but I could be ahead.
Yeah. The truth
like
is,
it.
this is why we need multiplayer. I wouldn't have gone with this as a multiplayer idea personally. I think it's just a fun way to show multiple people having a crack at the same thing. Ben's away. Ben's leaving 30 seconds early.
I actually, yeah.
Yeah, I'd forgotten to turn the safety systems on, so I got rolling and then switched them on. It's all fine.
Oh, I like Jamie going for the horn there, a bit of a toot-toot before he departs. Yeah.
I even turned the marker lights off. I was like, I looked outside. You see me look outside. I was like, actually, I'll just make sure the marker lights are off.
Incidentally, if you're listening to this on headphones, the drivers on the left-hand side as you look at them will be coming out of your left-hand ear. Or just your left ear. It could be either way. Whereas the drivers on the right-hand side of the screen will be appearing in your right ear.
Nobody's gone for cab light on. I like it. Nice, authentic. Make sure you can see outside. Good,
Yeah,
good.
absolutely.
Everyone's sticking to the speed limit.
I feel like I do turn it on at some point.
Ooh. Into the tunnel.
I'm really looking at my gauges there, trying to work out what's
There
going
we
on.
go. If you'd like the video sound turned down, just say the word. I'll turn it down a little bit.
Full disclosure, I haven't played Train Sim World 2 since before I started working here, probably 6 months ago. Never played it on PC. So it was all very new. I had to learn a lot very quickly.
Getting the excuses in early. This is a.
Yeah.
Just in case. Just
Are
in
you
case.
sure you haven't done this before?
I had a practice run. I won't lie.
Everyone's allowed a practice run, but when you do your real run, you have to settle on it.
Yeah,
but it's
that
all
was
square, early doors, while we're all in the slow bit in the tunnel. 530 points apiece. This is what we like to see. Nice,
Oh,
close.
look at that. Yeah,
You'll know I didn't cheat about halfway through when everything goes a bit wrong.
Yeah, it's funny you should
I
say
have a
that.
few issues with a few things that I'm very not looking forward to the community seeing. But I'm sure they'll very much laugh at my expense, which is fine.
Scott asks what platforms are we playing on. We're all playing on PC. Mine is not running as smoothly as it does usually because my recording software is acting up. So my frame rate is not what it usually is, which given the ecky thump of my hardware is a little surprising.
It's a bit hypnotic, actually, isn't it? From our perspective, it's
Oh yeah, it's great.
It's wonderful, yeah. I'm just looking at Sam's points going up. I'm wondering why mine haven't. What, have you got hacks?
Nope. I'm further ahead of you on the track.
Oh, right. You're a little bit further ahead of me.
Largely because you'll know this if you ever watch me drive, is that there are two options, and that's all the brakes on or all the power on, and nothing in between.
I try to keep it real smooth.
There we go. Yeah.
Sunny side coming up.
Yes,
Dominus Edwardius there, spotting the Ecky Thump reference. I'm on the stream with nobody old enough to remember it.
Afraid not. Yeah, this uphill section that coming up was an interesting one to get my head around to start with.
Yeah, you have to keep
Yeah.
giving it a little jostle, just a little nudge in the right
Just a
direction,
nudge,
or you lose
yeah,
too much
exactly.
speed. But Jamie's doing his traditional, which is hanging around way below the speed limit. Jamie will quite merrily tootle along at 6, 7, 8 miles per hour below speed limit. You're just going to go, "Oh, Jamie, do you not want it? I mean, what's
It's not worth it, is it? Not worth the rush.
what's the
I think
problem?"
I was working on drop it if it goes like to 10 miles an hour, then start accelerating again. So I'd let it drop. But yeah, you're talking about Jamie, and I'm going slower than him, so I'm thinking, oh my god.
I'm just like looking at the timer and looking at, right, okay, how far have I got to go? Right, okay, so realistically, can I drop a couple of miles an hour below so I keep an eye that I'm not going to speed?
See this piece of professionalism? I've got the wiper on just before I exit the tunnel.
Oh,
Hey, oh, there you go.
Whoa!
What a
I
pro!
get
It's
slapped in the
it's
face
like
before I
I'd check
arrive.
my app and I'd gone, "Oh, it's a bit drizzly out. I'll
like
fire
to
up the
try-
old wiper first."
I went for an immersive experience where I thought, well, maybe it's not raining outside.
No, you see, I've done my research. Also, what's taking you all so long? Yeah, so
I don't know.
Jamie's got the right idea.
I'll find out the tunnel, there we go.
How am I so far behind? I was going too slowly, obviously.
Oh yeah, here's my first error of the day.
He's gone for the outside cam.
Outside
Okay.
cam, and I've tripped the speed limit.
Oh no!
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, and I'm
remember
thumping
if
every.
I
I,
go
think,
for the
I,
outside.
I waggle the acknowledgement lever for all I'm worth, but it goes, "No, son, you're stopping. No."
Do you guys know the keyboard shortcuts for all that kind of stuff? 'Cause I was doing it by hand, like manually every time.
Some of them, but I do like to use the in-game stuff actually.
Yeah,
Because it feels
I
like you're
didn't know
actually
it.
driving it, doesn't it? You know, it feels, you know.
Yeah.
The only thing I worked out how to do on the keyboard was speed up and slow down, and the horn.
Yeah.
I even went for an optimistic try and restart without recharging the brakes.
I
Didn't
think I did actually do the same at some point. I
didn't
swear,
work so
maybe
good.
around Jamaica.
Did not go as well as one might have hoped.
Oh, I've got some sad story coming up later. Don't worry.
It's okay. It's not my last.
You're on a hill start as well, right, in the rain.
Oh, that's
In the
okay.
rain.
Notch 10. That'll handle just about anything. But no, I've got a rare treat for those of you who are fans of the Winter Olympic sport of the luge. Believe it or not.
Like, yeah, they don't have sand in the luge.
Yeah. So there you go. Yeah. It's all good. No, I knew I had to recharge the brakes. I was just optimistic that I wouldn't have to.
You never know.
The
It might
optimism
give you a
was not
free pass.
rewarded.
Jamie and I are neck and neck here, and yet he's already got more points. That's not happening. Oh, 15 more. Here we go. Come on. Oh, Ben's up there as well.
Have you blown
bit
points
behind you
on
guys.
overspeeding, Adam?
No, I don't think
No,
so.
you're short 15 points. You were overspeed.
Damn it.
Oh, this is going to be, that's interesting.
Yeah, but I already know Sam's trick that you can either speed and you get more points for arriving early.
On
you know,
time.
then
You don't get any extras for arriving early.
Okay.
But Ben is level pegging with Jamie at the moment.
Yeah, yeah.
So
It's
you
early
know,
doors.
the world's gone mad.
It's early doors.
It's all gonna hinge on stopping accuracy then, I guess.
Ooh.
Yep.
Oh, I think Jamie's going to be.
Stopping
Pretty good at
accuracy
that.
that's where the real money's to be made. Stopping accuracy.
Is it?
I mean, this one's quite gentle on arrival times, It's not the most challenging on arrival times, but stopping accuracy, especially given the length of the train and that kind of last 30, 40 yards stopping distance, that's quite a tricky one to judge.
I think I'm ahead of Jamie at this point, so I've
Yeah, you guys are pretty much there.
I was going to say, did anyone curb crawl?
I
I
get bored
crawled
if I
in
go
because
in
I was
too
looking
slow.
at the timer. I was like, I got loads. I was like, let's make it accurate.
Oh yeah, the first stop is a bit of an odd one, isn't it?
No, they're all like that. It's the train. It's because you're hauling so many coaches that the final bit of stopping is actually you need more brake than you think you're going to.
Yeah, how many carriages is it? 8?
It's a 10.
Yeah,
10, wow.
Yeah. God, look at that ravine.
I'm not for it,
I
I'm
did go for a
walking.
walk.
1600. Oh, I
Oh,
can't
for
believe
a
you're
walk.
doing this.
See, look,
Yeah, system,
minor
get in.
overshoot.
Yeah. Ben's gone under.
Look at the pros. The pros who've been here before are all going. Let's get in the yardage.
I cannot believe no one told me about this.
Sorry, Ben.
Well, I'm only 3 points shy of Jamie right now.
I know, I'm still behind. I'm not getting anything.
Oh, is that right?
up
I'm
at
going to
that
go to the other side. Look, I'm walking to the other platform.
I cannot believe how far everyone is running, and literally no one told me this.
I
There's
try
a stop
and go
later on,
in the
I think.
underpass, but you're not allowed. No.
I think I'm sat there for 5 minutes
It's
at one stop, where I
verboten.
just sit there.
Just looking at the street.
just going. When can I press the other button?
I can't believe no one told me this rule. I feel cheated.
Okay, scores on the doors at this stage. Jamie 1600. Ben has 1597. Adam has 1585. I'm on 1569. Which, given that I already, annoyed the safety systems, is quite miraculous.
I'm actually gunning it down the train here to get back to the cab now.
Pink Train
like, oh my God, it's
suggests
another
it hopes I
coach,
don't get on the
another
wrong train again. That was legitimately very funny. That
my God.
amused the heck out of me.
Less than 20 seconds to go, and there's still more carriages. Oh my God! Get to the front.
Not even closing doors behind you. That's so.
So I'm opening them all. It's fine.
Tom's rocking 1567. That's perfectly respectable, Tom.
And he's away.
Oh,
Oh,
nice.
still 15 points behind. Damn it.
Well, you're not going to make it up just leaving the station. Ben will have lost 3 points on stopping position.
Yeah, I think so.
Jamie will have stopped pretty much on the money.
Yeah. Have a round figure like that for sure.
I think this is where things start to go a bit wrong.
Start.
Oh, it's starting to go for outside cameras. I can't remember if I ever used any other cameras.
Yeah. Well, with the safety systems on this being as ferocious as they are, you've got to have your wits about you if you decide to go. Oh, a bit of cheeky outside camera. That'll do quite nicely.
Very brave. I do get braver later.
Yeah, well, your absence of having done this before very often is showing in the fact that you've only gone for notch 5.
Yeah, I like
Yeah.
to try and keep it casual. I don't
Yeah,
want to
rather than thumping it, you've gone for let's just ease it in
just
there.
teetering out. I'm providing a pleasant experience for the passenger.
We
Start
just
the
remind the
passengers.
passengers they should be seated.
As I routinely tell my passengers, wouldn't you rather be early?
Somebody check why is Jamie checking the safety systems?
It's because I thought to myself, I'm sure. Did I not turn something on? I was like, I was just double checking myself. I was like,
Jamie's flexing. You see what he's doing
Point
is he's going.
deduction.
This all feels a bit easy. Why? have I got everything
Safety
enabled?
systems. Turn more on.
There you go. Who's pushing the envelope now? We've got an 80 limit. I mean, myself, obviously. Adam's being a little bit more genteel.
Yeah, I'm cruising up there slowly but surely.
Well, I've already lost 15, so I've got to keep it smooth.
You've got to drive it like you hate it. It's the only way to make it go at a sufficient speed.
I do like the cab sway on this as well. I think
I
it's
don't,
nice.
what, the amount it bounces around. Yeah, it's great.
Yeah.
I've lost some points here, but I'm thinking it's because I'm behind everybody. That's what I'm telling myself.
Oh no, you're up there. You're only 3 behind Jamie.
And Sam's now 1 point behind me, I think now.
I'm further ahead on the track
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you are. Yeah.
because I drive really fast.
It's only not.
Drive it like you stole it.
It's not necessarily something to be proud of, but that's just how I prefer to drive.
Why was Jamie down at 40? What were you doing at 40 down there?
Yellows.
Oh, yeah, they've
I was
freaked me
keeping
out
an
as
eye on the
well.
yellows.
Oh no, oh yeah. The yellows on this, they're exciting.
Hang on a second. Does anybody notice? Everybody else has got the speed limit and the signal displays on, except one. I should get points for that, surely.
No,
Safety
you
system's
don't
on.
get points for making it more difficult for yourself.
What?
You get points deducted for that, I think.
Actually, on this one, it gives you an advantage because there's one section of track that I'm pretty sure will trip up all four of us.
I think I know exactly where that is. Is it coming out of Jamaica?
They're fairly certain. Well, it's around Jamaica, certainly, where there is the HUD does not correctly document a change in track limit.
Oh no, it's where it goes from 4 tracks to 2, I think, and you cross over. Yeah.
Yeah, there, yeah.
So if you drive using the UI, you're stuffed.
Yeah, I had a couple of issues there.
When we've spoken to drivers, though, they're like, "Oh yeah, this is daily occurrence. You just have to keep your wits about you. You get caught all the time." So, I mean, trains just want to stop anyway. So keep it going.
Mine don't. Talk to Natalie about trains that want to stop or don't. You know, the famed Natalie manoeuvre of leaving one door in the station.
On a 10-coach train.
Oh, I appear to be slowing down. Oh, yeah. My speed limit changes when I was actually paying attention are actually pretty strong on this. I say, you know, a bit of self-review. I was quite pleased with the timing of my speed changing. There you go. See, look at that. I hit 34, like,
Oh, yeah,
4 or
that
5
is
meters before the limit.
I don't think I do too badly here either, but could also be wrong.
Well, no, you're already at 36 and you've got 600 yards.
You
if anything,
possibly slowed a smidge early, but I wouldn't. I mean, at least you're doing the right speed.
Yeah, I find it hard to gauge when is an appropriate time to start slowing down still, because this is the first time I've done this line.
That's the big trick.
Yeah, that is the $64 million question.
I think we're in identical track position, Adam.
Yeah, and I'm leading at the moment. So with the points at least.
Yeah, you're 10 seconds behind me in the universe, but we're on the same bit of track.
I think I got stopped actually approaching this.
Yep, I'm about to.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I was too early in or
got a
something.
red.
Oh wow, no, I didn't get that.
Yeah.
That's what you get for gunning it.
Yeah.
That's more entertainment.
True.
And the red light revving of engines that went on when we did Peninsula Corridor. That was quite
creeping,
something.
Weren't we, like that?
I think I'm creeping here. I don't want to stop that. I'm trying to keep it going. Yeah, there we go. Didn't even have to breathe to stop.
Nice.
Oh, get in. Oh no, I am sorry. That's yellow. That colour. Off we go.
You're having a good look at that signal there, Adam.
See,
I couldn't remember. This is.
Actually, it'll be interesting to see if
position line.
your signal changes aspect at the same time mine did. So we're clearly stuck behind the same service.
Yeah, I think because I haven't got the HUD, obviously I had to go and look for the signal. Stopped a bit too close, but yeah, it's position like signals, isn't it? I was trying to remember what the positions were. Oh, Jamie's coming in now. Oh, Jamie's ahead on points. How's that? What?
No, Jamie's still ahead on points.
Everybody,
No,
I'm back to
there's
top
been no
again.
shuffling of the point situation.
Well, on that run, I was out.
That's
Oh, no,
when you
here we
get
go.
that early lead, Jamie, you know.
Yeah.
He's just sat there. He's just being quiet. He's going, I'm in the lead.
Yeah. Looking smug with his winning amount of
And
points.
if Jamie happens to win this, you wouldn't have thought so much gloat could come out of someone so young.
How are we going to do on this stuff?
Real slow approach to the station, huh?
Yep.
Where's your markers?
Adam, you're over speed. Why are you not being tripped?
I think because I'm reacting fast enough, or because it's. I might be over speed, but I'm braking.
Is there a percentage over speed situation?
When it goes red, it's definitely going to catch.
OGS, is there a VOD for the Penn Corridor Challenge? Yes, there is. It's on YouTube. It's not playlisted, I don't think, but if you look through all the videos we've posted, all of our previous challenges are there. Yeah.
What? So what
Ignore that
happened here?
my screen went black there for a moment. I got called into a meeting.
Oh,
As he tried
Drivers
to
in
stop.
meeting.
It's not ideal. Yeah, getting called into the meeting while you're doing a speed run.
no.
But I politely told Roy that I was currently unavailable.
Oh, okay, no, I think this one's okay. It's the next station that's a bit embarrassing for me, I think.
Oh, do I go for a walk here? That's pretty cool. Nice.
Oh, no, it is this station. This is bad.
This always reminds me of London Bridge Station, actually.
What have we got? What are we
That's a very
talking?
similar,
Early
actually.
stop, late stop? It looks fine to me.
No, the issue isn't with stopping. The issue is with the doors.
Open the wrong ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, I already did that.
Everybody falls out of the cab.
Yeah,
I didn't realise
so
I had
used
to
to
get
opening
up.
the correct doors, you go, it's fine.
Yeah, why did I have to get up to go and move? Like, that's crazy. I've got to walk
Yeah.
across the thing to open the doors.
Now we've
It's authentic. I like it.
lost the chat. Hang on.
I'm not doing too bad, Nat. I think I'm doing okay. Apart from right now, I really struggle with the doors. Because on my demo run of this, my practice run, I left the station without opening the doors because I thought I did it, but I didn't check the UI, and it told me I opened the doors. And I'm pulling away. I was like, oh nah.
I think I've done that on West Somerset as well. I've like got Washford and Watchet confused, and I arrived at the next station, and I hadn't even done the first station. Yeah.
So yeah, I fiddled around with this for a while. I'm desperately looking for the button to open the doors on the other side of the train, and I can't find them. And then I remember where they are. And I'm like, oh,
They're next to the
doors are-
door.
Yeah, I'm like, I take a look outside. I'm like, that's definitely the wrong doors. Where's the button?
I believe in you, Ben.
It happens eventually. I start to think I'm gonna have to restart because I've really embarrassed myself. But I pull it back.
Maybe if I twiddle the key around a little bit, that will help.
Yep, I'm still looking at it, unfortunately.
Yeah,
I'm like,
and,
that
and it's not
button?
it's not really helping.
No, it's not.
And then I'm at, is that a 9 or
External
an 8?
camera's always a good way to go as well.
Another little look. I'm very confused still at this point.
Yeah,
Yeah, those doors aren't open.
that's not that one.
But it's a
So I'm
long
definitely going to
pull,
be
that application.
very late leaving this, unfortunately.
Well,
Like
as mentioned,
choice.
it's quite a leisurely timetable. This one, you do get a nice long wait later
Yeah.
on.
I think even though I think it's after this station, I end up tripping the speed limit possibly twice in a row. I still get there on time, I think.
See this. This
Oh,
one's a
Jamie
tricky
going
one.
for the glamour shot.
Look at that! Look at that!
Is this one where the speed limit increases, but because the safety system's on, you
Oh,
can't?
there you
Sam,
go. That's me
Sam.
tripping the safety system again.
Yeah.
That's where you should be looking at the in-cab instrumentation rather than the HUD, because the in-cab is absolutely right, but the HUD is dead wrong.
Yeah, I don't know why that is actually.
Oh, look, I've worked it out.
Well, I'll tell you why it is.
Because I do it here.
Because it is. Oh, Ben's there. He's dangling out the window. He's going to notice the extra button
Oh,
panel.
that's it.
Here it is. Oh,
Okay,
yes.
I got it.
I've been caught out now. I've been caught out.
Ben, you pro.
I worked it out. I worked it out.
It's all right. It's your first time on the show. You're allowed to make errors in judgment. I've got no
Yeah.
excuses. Oh, that was me tripping it again.
I've tripped it myself, so I've done it
There you go.
once.
Jamie's tripped it as well. Now Adam
I'm
might get
surviving.
away with it because Adam is driving with instruments, but on the speed limit that it tells you on the UI, it's wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because it was flashing at me and all these alarms were going off. I was like, what's wrong? What's
Yep.
happened?
Yeah, absolutely. AFS is saying the HUD only shows the track speed. It doesn't show the. It doesn't actually show the signal speed.
Here we go. Back up to 80. Get in. Come
But
on.
if you're a new player and you're kind of going, no, I will do whatever the UI tells me is appropriate, then you're going to get tripped without knowing any reason why that just happened.
Well, you won't. Surely you won't get tripped if you haven't got the safety systems on. And if you have got the safety systems on, it's going to be flashing 15 in the bottom corner.
Is this easier to trip than PZB? That's a tricky one. PZB is more difficult because the instructions that you get in cab do not make any sense until you speak PZB. Once you speak PZB, it makes total sense. Until you speak PZB, it's just like, is it 50? Is it 500? Is it 1,000? What does it mean? Either way, you're supposed to know what speed limit you're doing. And you kind of go, why don't you just tell me the speed limit, dude? Just,
Yeah, so I'm
you know,
tripping
just
it
a
now,
thought. It's slightly more impenetrable. Whereas this at least tells you the number that you're supposed to be doing, but it is desperately unforgiving. PZB's a little bit more forgiving as long as you do the right thing.
Well, there's something I found out. When you trip that, you don't lose any points.
Yeah, which is good.
Well,
I've
you
just
should.
realised-
That's
should.
the other thing, is that I think we should be giving points for correct procedure. So, for example, I've left my door keys in the entire time. Not supposed to do that. You don't need to take them out. You
I
can
didn't
you
know
can leave
that.
them turned on the entire time. It doesn't make any
Yeah,
difference. The
that's fine,
doors are
yeah.
still locked.
I thought maybe
but
a
I
passenger
should.
could open them if it was on.
You should get more points for taking them back out again. You should get points for using the wipers correctly when the rain's on. You should get points for putting the lights on correctly. If we're going to use a point score for how well have you driven this service, we should be grading you against everything in that service.
Well, I've just
Well,
tripped
there
the
was-
second
there
time
was-
within 20 seconds.
There was supposed to be a multiplier added if you turn the safety systems on, so you get like 1.5 times the score value if the safety systems are on. But I don't think we ever implemented the multiplier. So it was all there. We wanted to do it.
I wouldn't do a
Has there
multiplier.
ever-
I'd do every time you acknowledge a safety signal going off, you get points
No,
based on your time to respond.
Yeah. Yeah.
So if you've responded within half a second of it going off, you get like maximum points. If you've gone, 3-4 seconds, you're getting like minimum points from it. And obviously, if you're driving without them on at all, no points for you.
I've just come to a terrible realization, which is there's going to be about 5 minutes at the end where it's just me driving still.
We're coming for those of you who want to know where we are in the world. We're coming up on Mineola, and the departure time from there is 56 minutes past the hour. And given that it's only a couple of miles away, Mineola is where we get to spend a good long amount of time aimlessly running.
Unless you're me.
Unless you're Ben, in which case
Yeah.
you look at the raindrops on the windscreen and maybe
the
consider
key.
that there are multiple door controls.
Oh.
There we go. So I've crossed it over now, I think.
Jamie's adherence to the speed limit it facilitates a much greater use of swanky external cameras.
Doesn't it?
Interestingly enough, however, I am once again ahead on the track.
That can't possibly be. Have you crossed over already?
Yeah.
Did you just wheel slip then?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah,
You just suddenly dropped.
I'm hoping we haven't gone past it, but there is a moment where I have all wheels locked, and I'm just rocketing along with all the wheels locked. It's a thing of beauty.
No, your distanceometer says 4.2 and mine says 4.
Oh, okay. No, fair enough. I am still behind. Okay.
Just to
I'm
clear that back.
way back. I'm what 7.8 miles away still, and everyone else is.
Ah, you'll be fine.
It's a wonder I make it on time, honestly.
Yeah, I ruined the in-train computer to a very high level. It has no idea what's going on.
Have you tried turning it off and on again?
I had to. I had to do. I had to give it a bit of a kick.
What are you doing?
Are there extra points here for collectibles? No, but there could be. The only problem with that is if someone has driven the route at all, you know, if they've run the route previously, they might have got those collectibles already. So it's not really fair to be issuing points for collectibles. Plus, collectibles are just a fun thing for those who like collecting, you know, finding stuff out in the world. If we're using the action points as a gauge of how well you drove, then, or operated, I should say, since we're in the US. Then it should be a reflection of everything that is an operational procedure.
Although I did use them as a motivation to get out of the cab, but then on the East Coastway run, when I'd done it like 10 times, I had no motivation to get out of the cab anymore.
I'm outside again.
I just think I'm a lazy driver. I just like to sit in my chair and chill when I'm, you know.
On your phone.
You're not paid to stretch your legs.
Exactly. Play a little bit of Snake.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
set
the
to
clocks synchronise at 8, but actually we're within 4 or 5 seconds of one another now.
Yeah, now, yeah. I'm the only one ahead.
There's Dave. He
Behind,
owes me a tenner. When there is a suitable route, could you do beat the horn at the horn board, as in the other guy's video series? Yeah, you know what? That's not a terrible idea.
Oh, Sam, what's happened? Oh, what have you done there?
Oh, it's got into Mac. Here we go.
Here we go.
Let me
Still
go.
doing 30.
But no, it's all locked. There we go. That's it. Yeah, I'm doing no miles an hour, but clearly that's not true. The whole thing. I was pretty sure that I rocket through a junction of some description at like 50, 60 with all the wheels locked. Whole thing's slipping. The alarm's gone off. I'm going.
Moggy, you'd be surprised to know I've actually never been fishing in real life.
Don't say that. That's against your brand.
I know. But I do plan to fish at some point in the future. Well, I do like to sit in a gaming chair, if that counts.
Matt's made a suggestion for the next challenge stream.
What's that?
It's a good one.
Oh, is it?
Matt's suggestion is no HUD.
Oh, yes, he did say about that. Yes.
No HUD for the next one.
I think I'll give that one a pass. You can go back to your regular guest.
That's fine. We're going to have an exchange of personnel. So you'll have to pick someone from Team Trains to come and sit with you in a boat for 6 hours with nothing happening.
Yes.
I can say that here. You're allowed to reverse that gag when you've got the home game.
Yep, I'm absolutely not going to start rocking on the train community as I'm sat here.
No, there are more of us.
Yeah, there are more of you. Please don't hurt me. But no, you're more than welcome to join me on a fishing stream. It's very relaxing and very competitive.
I was watching you compete just before we started this one, actually, and there's a lot going on.
Mm-hmm.
I've tried it, and I can't cast longer than like 5 feet. So I go, and the thing goes straight in the whatnot, and the fish are unimpressed.
We'll have to do a tutorial stream.
Oh no.
So Manola at 48. I arrived. So
Wow.
we're all on 48.
You've rocked up at 48. I possibly would have rocked up at 48 had I not had a slight disagreement with my train and its facilities.
Okay, 5.
And there he goes. Adam is off. Where are you heading to, Adam?
He's off.
Where's your destination?
The PIS system, that's where I was going.
You're obsessed.
Why am I not surprised?
Or were you casually looking at it going, this is in the public build now, isn't it?
Yeah, I was trying to think where the collectibles were. Yeah, collectibles.
Oh, it's close between me and Jamie for who's going to get in first. I think I'm just ahead of you there, Jamie.
I think you are, yeah.
5426.
But your score's going to be outstripping mine by a fair chunk by now.
I'm still 1.4 miles away.
Drive faster.
I'm slowing down
Run
already.
it to the floor.
That's okay. Adam's still got 7 minutes before he's supposed to leave.
Yo, I'm
Yeah,
going
I
to get the running in. Look, I'm going to run all over the place.
I think we're all level by the time we leave. I think.
Tom's
We get
realised
there in
that
time.
he disabled the safety systems for his run. Does that disqualify him? Yes, it does. So
Oh,
so your score can be treated as a Pyrrhic score, but it will not count in the official ruling.
Sam's away. Look, Jamie's just
There you go.
going to
I'm
stop.
off. I start out casual because I've got time.
Yeah, I've crossed over. I'm on the other side now.
Another
look
500
at the
points.
time.
Look at that. Brilliant.
I guarantee I get
Level
further away
60.
from my train than you do. For a moment there, Adam, it looked like you were stalking that digital lady. Oh, that's it.
Yeah,
I'm
that's-
looking for collectibles because I always assumed that the ticket machine should be a collectible thing, and then I hit a fire extinguisher by accident, and I go, "Hey, I got one."
One of them, I think, yeah, East Coastway does have the Peninsula Corridor has the ticket machines, doesn't it?
Will we do MBTA in the next stream? I think that MBTA for the next preview stream for Boston Sprinter, I think is on the cards.
Everyone getting the PIS system in, yeah. Well, it's got to go.
There we go. I see. I'm going down. No, it's crossover this way. Yeah, I'm railroad personnel. I'm allowed to do that.
Screenshot. Look
I'm
at that.
pulling in.
Rail fanning. Screenshot.
Ben's arrived, everybody.
I am arriving.
We are. Well, I think we're almost synced on second as well. Actually.
Yep. Jamie's got the right idea.
I'm now walking down the
What?
track.
Jamie's gone. Guys, I'm going home.
I got my points. I'm fine.
Oh, you've changed your mind. You come back again.
Yeah. Have a look at the PIS.
I try and barge through those two people, but they're having none of it. Oh, yeah. Do you want to give up control? No, I'm doing stuff.
Oh man, the pain if you click yes. Do another 6 minutes to go.
Oh, I'm last.
Yeah, I walked slowly back, and I went like, where shall I go now? I've kind of walked the whole station. There's,
Yeah, I think with 5 minutes to go that I've gone back to the cab. It's too.
what
too
do you
wet
do?
outside.
Yeah, Adam's got bored. Adam's not. He's not fully committed to the on foot challenge.
Oh no.
Oh no! Hold on. There's the front door. Yeah.
Yeah, it's still wet. Still wet.
This is why they don't let train services just sit in the station, because the drivers get very bored very quickly, and they go, "If we're not moving, I'm not that interested."
Yeah, I think I get up at this point in real life and just walk off for a bit.
Set an alarm on your phone and just gotta go. I'll be back in a minute. I'll go get a drink.
That's gaming right there.
I decided to sit and look at the PIS for a moment. I was going, that's immersion, that is.
I'm looking at an empty train.
And then I have an idea.
Oh god.
Yeah,
Yeah. 3 minutes to go.
yeah. I've had an idea, and I should have had the idea earlier, but I've just had an idea, and it's great. Oh, Jamie's now got bored of running around. He's mucking around with the chairs.
I'm now sitting in the other seat because I was like, well, I can do this.
I'm playing with the blind.
Yeah. Am I showing you the Boston Sprinter PIS? Might well be, actually. This might be the same PIS we're using in Boston. Do you know, Adam?
I shouldn't think so, no, because we customised it for LIRR.
I can't actually remember. No, I don't want to give up control. I'm leaving.
Well, you've really walked off then.
I'm not walking, Jamie. I'm at a sprint.
So you think it was my relatively poor stop that cost me the additional points that's got me in last place right now?
You're not in last place.
Am I not?
No.
No.
In first place is Jamie with 5,460. In second is Adam with 5,426. In third is Ben with 5,410. And in last place is Sir Stops a Lot with 5,323.
I like that.
So walk off a lot as well, by the looks of it.
No, yeah, I've gone for a wander. I chickened out as well. I started coming back too early. I had another 10 seconds of sprint to make it back on time.
Yeah, to be fair, I think at the moment coming up, I freak out and think it's later than it is, and I close the doors and then think, actually, it's a bit soon, I'll open them again.
I go, have I broke? I thought that I must have missed a station or something. I thought I got here awfully early.
Yeah, close the doors.
I must admit, I thought the same. I was like, surely we can't sit here 10 minutes. Surely, you know. I was just looking at it going,
Aviation 9 asks, what will the horn sound like for the F40-3 and the CTC cab? One would hope it would sound like the real thing.
That's true, yeah.
That's the hope. And what it actually sounds like, couldn't tell you. And even if I did tell you, it wouldn't be until you heard it yourself that you would be able to say, that sounds good enough to me.
it's just me and Adam. So
yeah, we're
prepped.
primed.
We're like there, waiting.
Coiled.
You know, like when you're at the lights and you've got it, the gears
Like,
in.
got it in gear, you're like, right.
You already reached the bite point, and you
Yeah.
just wait.
Yeah,
for your foot off the
and
brake.
you've got someone in a Corsa who's got their foot on the floor next to you, and you kind of go, you're going to try and cut me up at this roundabout, aren't you? Aren't you?
Yeah.
You're going to go, well, I'm not having it. There you go. See, I'm shaking all the water off myself,
Nice, yeah.
like a dog.
That's really... Is that you shaking the umbrella? Like, there you go, right.
Yeah, I thought so too, Liam. But we'll double check that with Matt. Adam F to the YI that Matt was saying that the Boston Sprinter PIS is pretty much the same as we're using on Long Island.
Okay, that's cool. They used it as inspiration. That's right. Yeah, because we're currently doing the PIS on Peninsula Corridor, so I've got stream tomorrow, haven't I? I don't think I've got anything to show.
Look at
Not
that,
ready
all
quite
synced up,
yet.
all ready to go.
Yeah, here we go.
I've never
We're
left.
off.
Metro North Railroad Productions, I can't respond to that comment because if I do, it basically opens the floodgates. If you do have a suggestion to make with regard to a route, go and fire it up on the suggestions forum over on Dovetail Games, because we do read them all, and any time you write a suggestion on there, it's recorded, and we keep kind of a leaderboard of what's the most popular. But if I say it out loud, there will immediately be 75 other suggestions come through.
How close this is. Country. Oh, look at that! Almost exactly.
Look at that, way! There we go.
Gilly's asking if I could do my impression of what the horn sounds like. Sadly, I mean, I'd be more than happy to do so. Sadly, I've not heard it, so I couldn't possibly hope to replicate its majesty for you here today.
Are there any general rules around using the horn during these challenges?
As often as you feel like.
I just like to say hello when a train comes past. That's all.
I've been honking at empty platforms to scare the passengers.
I did the same.
The
You go past the sound of horn to go, not your train.
Bye.
Jamie's like 50 points ahead now. What? I'm ahead of him on the.
I don't think Jamie's dropped any points.
I haven't actually.
Oh,
Oh,
that's
there
why.
it is.
That's why
It's
you're.
beginning
That's why
now.
you're quietly sat there. Gradually, his smug's coming to the boil, and he's about to pop his gloat cork.
Oh, what?
Oh wow.
Who thought Trey?
It's a metaphor. How you
Well,
interpret it
disturbing.
is entirely up to you.
Oh look, I got brave.
Is there a
there you
way to
go.
add controller vibration in the future? No, unfortunately, I don't play on console. Have we got any console players in the room?
Oh, there goes there. I've wheel slipped.
They're not listening.
I think that's where my
I've
safety system.
played
I'm
it on
asking serious
PlayStation.
on-topic questions and nobody cares.
On topic, what?
Yeah,
Oh, what?
Adam, on console, does it have vibration in the controller?
I'm pretty sure it does. Yeah.
And therefore, Skip is asking about whether we can replicate force feedback / vibration on various PC peripherals. I think it's a solidly good idea.
Yes, it definitely would be. Yeah. No, I do like that. Yeah, I have been pushing the peripheral front again recently to get some more movement on that.
Adam, you appear to have angered the safety system gods there.
Yes,
You locked
it
up.
did get
didn't you?
tripped. Yeah, I did use some sand to bring it to a stop because I went a bit luge.
Oh wow.
Or luge. It's luge, isn't it? Luge.
Started sliding.
Yeah. I went for a ski run.
Sleeping in the slag.
Either way, on the subject of controller vibration, technologically there's nothing to stop us doing it. It's more complicated to do on PC because there is no standardized PC controller. But it should just be a DirectX lookup type deal kind of thing. And therefore it should be easy enough to replicate. But because there isn't a standardized controller, it makes it more tricky. And then it's the kind of feature that gets added to the backlog of stuff we want to add. And it's about where it sits on that priority list. So if it never rises up to the top of the list, then it's not something that's likely to be added because we've always got louder mouths to feed.
And that was it, really. That's what my trip into the peripheral discussion was in the last couple of weeks was, what are the bottlenecks? What is holding us back? Is there anything we can do to alleviate it? And the genuine answer was no. It just has to wait its turn. It was a bit frustrating, but that was the genuine answer.
And that's the problem, is that it would be lovely if, much in the same way as we got. I mean, this is me speaking. I get to be all idealistic and stuff. You see, that's a luxury that I have. I get to divorce from reality a little. But in the same way as we've got a preservation team that you look after, Adam, whose responsibility is to go back and look at routes we've released and add a little bit more to them. And fix a few of problems that have emerged and make them more than they were when they were released. It would be nice to have a team whose entire responsibility was look at the stuff that is on we'd love to do that, and just tackle it. It could be two programmers, or an artist and a programmer whose job it is to just go back through, here's some fun stuff that we can add to core. I mean, that's wishful thinking on my part, but it'd be lovely to be able to do that.
Well, this is it. But people with that skill are so valuable that we need them on the cutting edge already. So
Yeah.
it is a very catch-22 situation.
Yeah. I think everybody loves the preservation crew. I think the preservation crew is one of the best things we've done.
It's going well. It's going well so far. I was recapping actually for some recent reports, and we're just under. I think we're about 40% of the way through the pre-TSW2 catalogue. So going well.
There we go.
Yes,
So we're coming
yes,
up on Hicksville, and I am in the lead. I think you
Yes.
were in the lead, Adam, right up until you vexed the safety system gods. At which point I ripped it past you because I have no due care and attention when it comes to passenger comfort.
But it's still down to the points, at least.
It is down to the points, but I will get the Pyrrhic victory of first arrival.
Well, yeah.
Jamie's just behind me.
He really is.
Wow.
Wow.
In which case we must turn to the clock. I mean, me and Jamie are pretty much synchronised.
Yeah.
So unless Jamie decides to rock it in the last couple hundred yards, he's not going to win this one.
Curb crawling. I don't specifically know about the step tech. Mostly what I've been looking at recently, Liam, is what are the rush hour passenger changes? What's it going to take to start back porting the updated passengers to the older routes? Because we want to start adding that in soon as well. That's mostly what I've been focused on with the team.
Yeah.
In fact, I shouldn't say too much because I'll run out of things to say tomorrow. Because I think I'm on roadmap stream tomorrow.
You are on roadmap stream tomorrow. It's not the beefiest roadmap in terms of changes. Right, I'm all done. I'm there.
Rats, well
What are we
done.
on? What's the time? 7571, eh?
7571 and 1.4 miles on foot.
Wow. Good workout.
Thank you.
Oh, Ben's actually up there as well. Look, I think Ben's going to stop before me.
I came in a bit quicker than you, I think.
Well, you got tripped during a fast section. If you get tripped doing doing 20 and a 15, you're not actually going to lose that much track distance. But if you get brought to a stop in a 60, then you're going to lose a heck of a lot of time.
Jamie's up there. Look.
There's Jamie 7665, the score to beat. I'm in second at the moment. Jamie only managed a mile though. His step counter is not rewarding him favourably at the moment.
It really is not. I haven't walked. I've done no steps.
Second place on the track. Second place on foot.
I've already gone. Look, I'm out of it.
You stood up.
Maybe next time. Adam's trying to squirrel away a few last points. Adam only manages 0.9 miles. Oh, Adam. And it's 7584. Adam beats me by 13 points.
Where's Sam going to come in then? So, yeah.
Yeah, it's just Ben to go. Can Ben beat Jamie? No. But Adam...
No. Can I not come last?
There we go. Hey.
So, yeah.
So, just to recap there, that's the lead producer on the preservation crew, having just been beaten by the fishing community manager.
It's my first time.
And I've spent how long in this room jazzing it up?
And Jamie, have you got any words of advice for anybody who wants to do as well as you did?
I really don't know. That is just keep to the speed limits, keep an eye on your signals, keep an eye on your indicator, on your safety systems. There is a little catch out, which I think we all got tripped up from, which is just before you arrive. If you look at the where the speed comes down, it catches you out. And I bet if someone worked that out properly, they'll probably beat up all of us. Because if you got a perfect run all the way through, and also work on your braking. There you go.
Yeah. So, Jamie, it's going to be your shout on the UK route, which will be the next one. You're not going to be given that many choices because we are trying to hit them all. So you might have a choice of, 2, 1 routes. Congratulations. Anyway, there you go. That's it for this stream. Thank you very much for tuning in. Coming up this week, tomorrow, Adam, you're on. What are you doing tomorrow?
I'm talking all things preservation crew and roadmap. So we'll be getting into more detail about Peninsula Corridor and Oakville Subdivision.
We hadn't announced that yet, Adam. But well done. No, good times. Yeah, no, that's fine. No, it saves me writing the article tomorrow. Jamie, then you're back on Wednesday. What are we looking at this week, Jamie?
So on Wednesday is the anniversary date of the end of British Rail Steam. So the 11th of August. So we were running the famous 15 guineas special.
Nice. And then on Thursday, are we doing another preview stream this week?
I think it's Boston.
Well, it will be Boston. It won't be anything else just yet. I don't know if we consult your regular. Oh, Jamie knows. He's looked it up.
It is.
We're doing another Boston preview on Thursday. So you'll get to see MBTA this time around, and we'll be back with another one of these next month probably. And I'd be very surprised if it wasn't Boston. I'd be very surprised. But hey, anyway, thanks very much for tuning in. Congratulations, Jamie. Well done, Ben. Adam, to the naughty step. Me, business as usual. There you go. That's it. No one expects me to do well, and therefore it's delightful.
Except yourself.
No, not even me. I just drive it as I find it. Thanks very much for watching, everybody. Cheerio.
Thank you for having me. See you later.
Bye.
Oh, hold on. Oh, Ben, I'll do you a solid. When are you next on, Ben? When's your next stream?
Monday.
Monday.
Monday at 7.
Easy life. Okay. No, that's okay. Hold on. I'm just trying to find it. Oh, there it is. Right. I'm trying to find a Cheerio button, you see. It's that one.